Sup my dudes, Valk here, and today we're at Anime World Tower Defense for Broly. Well, Dragon Ball Z update. There's a lot of new units. There's Father-Son Kamehameha, there's Cell that you have to grind the stage for, which I'll grind for. The only unit that I probably will not get, despite my absolute love and adoration for that unit, is Future Gohan, because I'm gonna be real, I hate Abyss. I really do. It's like 10 hours of a grind for a unit that most of the time is just mid. And it just, ever since, like, I think Dr. Stone was like the last good one. Ever since then, the Abyss units have been like, Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and be checking out Broly today. First, I'm gonna show you guys his stats, or his categories. He's on Frantic Warrior, Awakened Power, Big Bad Boss, Dragon Orb Hunter, Fierce Fighter, Mad Sadist, Prodigy, Rage, Unbreakable Fighter, Vengeful Justice, and Villain. I have him on Streamliner, so he could be a little bit better with Honored One because he is one placement. But having the cost reduction is going to make him really good for progressive, because you can see he has Unbreakable, which makes him immune to stats, effects, and stunts. He is ground on placement. He raises his attack every wave, and he has a 1 place limit. He has Hidden Power, 112, 115, 85. Camping Ass to really go for perfect. My only beef with him before, I haven't used the LSSJ yet. I have not used the Evo yet. My only beef is two things. Well, I have two beefs. One, in Form 1, they made this base Broly. This is mind-controlled Broly. This is suppressed Broly. He does not attack. And the reason I know that they haven't watched the movie is because they gave him the Sparking Zero move list of the move that we even have it in Royale. And I wasn't a fan of the move being added in to begin with. But Full Power Energy Wave. Can we stop giving Broly Full Power Energy Wave? It is a generic filler move that they give people in Sparking Zero to fill out their moves because they don't have moves because they don't attack. And then they gave him Suppressed Super Saiyan Broly's full AoE attack that he does, the ball that he does in Sparking Zero. They basically just copied Sparking Zero's moveset over. So it makes me really curious what they're going to be doing with LSSJ, but I'm going to find it out in like 2 seconds. But please, I beg you devs, if there's any dev watching this video, can we stop giving the Dragon Ball characters Full Power Energy Wave? Because not everybody does a Beam Blast. Not everybody does a Kamehameha. Like, I'm so tired of seeing Full Power Energy Wave inside every single Dragon Ball game, or every single Dragon Ball update. It's a fake move. It's a filler move. Everybody does it. Characters have a lot of personality. Try to adhere to their personality with more signature moves. That's basically all I'm saying. So that's my one gripe that I have so far. The only one so far. Broly. There's another gripe I have. I evoed Nappa. I'll probably make a showcase of him. Why doesn't he do Giant Storm? Like, genuinely, why doesn't Nappa do Giant Storm? Alright, let's see what Broly does. So, Broly, on placement, he costs 1,700 to place, 24k with a 2 SPA. Pretty damn good with a massive circle AoE in absolutely insane range. The total damage output of this unit is absolutely wacky. So, let's go ahead. Let's turn it on high and go to 1x speed to see the animations, because I'm really curious what attacks they gave him. So let's see this here. Okay, so this is just one of the many little ball tosses he does. The reason I'm really curious is because Broly is much more of a bruiser and a grappler, right? He really kind of is a one-trick pony when it comes to Beam Blast. And a lot of these tower defense games really try to incorporate mostly Beam Blast, so I'm really curious to see like which ones they chose. Roar of Fury line. I'll be honest, Z Broly never does that move. This is the Super Broly only move. Yeah, the only Super Broly does the mouth beam. I'm assuming that's what they're trying to do with this, is the mouth beam. Z Broly never does this. Z Broly doesn't really do screams and yells other than the initial transformation. He's much more ha-ha, hee-hee, and intimidation. So this is not, yeah, I guess this is like a custom move. So let's go to the next one. All right. Big old boom. So what, this is also a custom move. Broly does Omega, I think it's like Omega Blaster. Or is it Omega, it's Omega something. But he does Omega something. I can't remember the exact name of the move, but it's where he's up against Goten and Gohan and he gets up on the cliff and throws it down. And that's kind of like the thing he does with this. But this looks more like they took like Gogeta's move, Gogeta Blue move from Dragon Ball Super, and gave it to him. The move where he hits him with like the Soul Punisher, and then it creates a giant pillar. I think it's called God Punisher. I know it's not Soul Punisher. I'm pretty sure it's specifically called God Punisher. But this looks like a green God Punisher, so that's interesting. And that's his last move. Okay, and he's one placement at that. He's pretty cheap at 100k. He only has 1.61 million attack stat every 4.5 seconds. Is it weird for me to say? I think I'm not even joking. I know he gets attack per wave. I don't know what the attack per wave is because I'm not using him here. But I genuinely think the Unevo is better. So let me just back out real quick and let me show you guys the Unevo. I'm just going to Alt F4 because I genuinely do believe the Unevo is going to just be generally better to use for progressive. Whereas that Broly, I'm pretty sure they just made it not cap out, which is cool because that's kind of how he works inside the series as well. Is he basically just has infinite power. That's kind of his whole gimmick. I talked about it in my other video, where as long as he's fighting, he infinitely grows stronger. That's kind of that's Broly's gimmick, right? So we're gonna go to 1, and I want to show you guys 1, and I want to show you guys why I think 1, like this one might genuinely just be better. So we're gonna go here. We're gonna go to training field, normal, create, and like I said, I don't know the percentage increase on per wave, so I could be wrong. I could be dead wrong in saying this, but I just want to show you guys where I'm coming from, so you guys get the idea of what I'm talking about. So he has the exact same passive. He has Unbreakable, so it's not like anything crazy like that. But here, he's 2 placement on pre-evo, so you can have 2 of them. And we'll go over these moves anyways, because I genuinely think I'm going to swap them back to this form and just use them here. But here, we have this move. You can see it's just a green ball. And then we go here, upgrade twice, and now here's full power energy wave. Yippee! I love full power energy wave. Very fun. And then we get to here, which is full, look at this, full AoE. And look at the range on this attack. Look at this. Yeah, this is crazy, crazy, crazy work. Absolutely crazy range. Look, 1.18 million. And then here, 1.81 million as well. On a 9.9 SPA. So they're roughly almost the same because he's got a 4.5 SPA, which is a little bit less than half of this, but he's only 1.6. So it just depends on the attack per wave gain that he gets. But look at the range and the full AoE hybrid on this. Absolutely ridiculous, right? So it really, really depends. He's fully reliant on that per wave bonus that he's getting. Whenever I actually use him and I get some play time on him, I will make a final verdict. I am going to go use LSSJ some, but I do know for base Broly, he's really, really damn good. LSSJ looks not so hot right now, but like I said, I have to give the chance for the per wave thing. Actually, you know what? Let's go test it right now. Let's go test it right now. Who cares if I make the video long, right? It's Broly. I love Broly. So who cares if I make the video too long? Let's go test it right now. Let's see. Let's see how much the per wave scaling is and just see how good Broly gets. I already have a pretty good team for Infinites anyways, so let's just go take a look at it. So let's go here, Broly, here. Let's go to his second form. He's still on Frantic Warrior, which is really good because it allows me to use Guts as lead. I love using Guts as lead. I've also been using Shinji some just to see because I think that's a fun unit. But let's go ahead just because. Let's just see what we can get out of Broly. First, let's go to Frantic Warrior and just see if there's any. Actually, you know what? Let's go Nightmare. Let's just bring Nightmare. Nightmare. All right, cool. So now we're going to go Warp. We're going to go Create Warp. And then we're going to go to Event Stage and no, Endless. And we're going to go to Darkness Tower. We're just going to run on normal because I just want to see, like, I just am really curious to what his attack per wave is and how good is it. Is it like Kenpachi's where he's absolutely meta? Like, that's kind of like the main differentiator. And then how strong can he get within 10 to 15 waves? That's also the other thing. Like, is it enough to offset the difference of the other Broly being essentially full AoE very, very quickly? I think one way they can make this Broly better on Evo is by making him hybrid on placement. I think that'd be a very easy way to go about it because hybrid on placement is so valuable. And very few units inside awtd have that, so it'd be definitely something that they could consider. But here, we're just going to work on this. And Broly is cheap enough to where you can place him immediately, which is a really, really, really big deal. Let's go ahead. Let's place it on 3 times speed. Yeah, being able to place Broly immediately is a really big deal. So, plus 1204 attack. His attack is that, so it's like, what, 10%? It's roughly about that, right? Yeah. It's around 10%. So we want to get this Broly maxed out as fast as possible, and for that we need to get our farms maxed out. So we're maxing out our farms very, very quickly. And we just want this Broly to just go up as quick as you can. Because it's a secondary passive, it's not like a specific wave thing. So this also means, because I'm pretty sure he's on Fierce Fighter with Kenpachi, so you can have like a crazy, crazy Fierce Fighter team as well for infinites now. Just absolutely insane scaling attack-wise, right? So we're going to do this. We're going to buff. And now we're just going to rack it up. Yeah, you can already see he's at 2.91 million already, but he does have the idle buff. Let me turn idle buff off so we can get a good idea. Let me just turn this off, just so we can get a good idea of the difference. He is scaling up very quickly. We also do have infinite buffs. So yeah, no, he's going up very, very fast. You can see 3.61. Every wave, what is he gaining? Alright, so perhaps I judge you too harshly, Broly. 154,000 attack. Is that base? Like, is that how much he's gaining plugged into this? No, he just gained like 300k, right? Because the leader buff. Yeah, so that's base attack being applied into it, and so he's getting like 300k a wave genuinely. So yeah, no, he's good. He's pretty good. He's super cheap to max out as well, so you can get that base attack built in even faster, and you can just get some crazy, crazy damage up and running, along with pretty much full map range. Now, the other Broly seems to be a little bit better for progressive, but this Broly, like I said, he's very cheap as well. And you can see we were able to reach like almost 10 mil attack in between, or within 15 waves. So I don't think he's like crazy good. I feel like they were a little bit worried because of what happened with Kenpachi and how good Kenpachi was. So they kept Broly down a good bit and made it so his base attack is really low. But at the same time, it doesn't seem like... It seems like another unit I really like got relegated towards infinites and leaderboards and stuff like that, and that kind of sucks. He seems like I can potentially use him for progressive, but he doesn't seem like he'll be the best option. Seems like my best option is still like Death Decade or something like that, which I'm fine with. I'm real. It looks like they tried to make him usable in both infinites and progressive in their own way, and how they went about it, I am whatever about it. But he seems like a really, really, really good infinite unit, because you can see he's still going. He's still getting a crazy amount of attack per wave, 154.33, and that's 154.33 to his base attack every single time. So I feel like within like 100 waves, 200 waves, whatever, he's going to be absolutely insane. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. As always, I'm not going to make you guys watch through this whole infinite. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.